Nice you see you student again for this online classes. Yesterday in the video we have seen about the author, the glossary, and answer the following questions. I have finished the 10 questions. Today we are going to see about from the 11th question. Okay, this chapter is the last chapter of the semester. This is also non-detailed. This is not a supplementary reading, and this is important for the exam. And this lesson is taken from the great epic of Mahabharata and Ramayana. Some parts of Ramayana. This is the story of Karna and the Arjun fight between each other, and because of the one mother sons fighting for each other, and we see there is a Purohit entering in between. Let us see about the questions now, and let us learn properly for the future for our exams. Okay. Question number 11. How does Duryodhana defend Karna against Bhima's accusations? Duryodhana could not tolerate the humiliating words of Bhima. Therefore, he spoke in indignation and reprimanded Bhima. He addressed Bhima as Vrikodara and said that it was unworthy of him to have spoken humiliatingly of Karna. Then he said that valor is the hallmark of the Kshatriya, and it was unreasonable to trace heroes and mighty rivers to their sources. He also said that he could give him hundreds of instances of a great man of humble birth. He hinted that awkward questions might be asked even about his armor and earnings and his skill with weapons. He concluded saying that there was some mystery about him. Finally, he said that he held Karna worthy to rule the whole world, that alone being the king of Anga. Thus, Duryodhana defended Karna against the accusations of Bhima. Question number 12. How and why did Indra approach Karna? Indra, the father of Arjuna, foresaw that a supreme contest was inevitable between his son and Karna. He perceived that Karna was better equipped in the skills of warfare than his son. He also knew that Karna had been blessed with divine earnings and armors. Therefore, he suspected that Arjuna will not be able to outshine Karna in the battlefield. Indra also knew that Karna was known for his charity. Therefore, Indra put on the crab of a Brahman, came to Karna and begged of his earrings and armor. Indra intended to deprive Karna of his divine powers and to make him vulnerable against Arjuna. Question number 13. There is A and B. Question A. Why could not Karna refuse the gift asked of him? B. What does this tell us about Karna's character? Answer. Karna had a reputation of being charitable. He never sent anyone who came begging with bare hands. He cut off the earrings and armor with which he was born and gave them to a Brahmana. Even though he had been forewarned in his dream by the sun god himself. This shows that Karna was a noble man and courageous warrior who relied solely alone on the strength of his mind and body. He did not depend on a divine help for his performance. Question number 14. Why does Indra offer a boon to Karna? What is the boon? Important question. Mark it if you want. Answer. Indra, the king of gods, was filled with surprise and joy to see immeasurable charity. He praised Karna as having done what no one else would do and bring shame into generosity, asked Karna to ask for any boon he wanted. Karna asked Indra to give him his weapons, the Shakti, which had the power to kill enemies. Question number 15. Indra granted the boon with a condition. What was the condition? Answer. Just I was checking if there is any alternative question for this. Okay. Important question. Indra granted the boon, but with a condition. Full stop. He told Karna that he could use that weapon against one enemy. But once the weapon had killed an enemy, it will no longer be available to him and return to Indra. Question number 16. How did Parashurama realize that Karna was not a Brahmana? Answer. Karna went to Parashurama and became his disciple by representing to him that he was a Brahmana. Then he learnt from him the mantra for using the master weapon known as Brahmastra. One day, Parashurama was taking a nap, placing his head on the Karna's lap. A stinging worm burrowed into Karna's thigh and blood began to flow, gushing terribly pain, but Karna bore the pain without tremor as he did not want to disturb his master's sleep. When Parashurama awoke and saw the blood which had poured from the wound, he suspected that Karna was not a Brahman, not a Brahmana, and asked him to tell the truth. Parashurama knew that only a Kshatriya could remain unmoved under all bodily torrents. Karna, confused that he had told a lie in presenting himself as a Brahmana and that he was in fact the son of a charioteer. Thus, Parashurama realized that Karna was not a Brahmana. What was Parashurama's curse? Important question. Answer. When Parashurama heard that Karna was not a Brahmana, he became furious. In his anger, he pronounced a curse on him. He told Karna that since he had deceived his guru, the Brahmastra he had learnt shall fail him at the fated moment, and he will be unable to recall the invocatory matters mantra when his moment arrives. Question number 18. What does Bhishma ask Karna to do? When Karna learnt that Bhishma lay wounded and dying, he hurried to the place and fell at his feet. Then he made it known to Bhishma that he was prostrating himself before Bhishma, the eldest of the race. The grandeur was greatly moved by his humility. He placed his hands on Karna's head and blessed him. Then he told Karna that he was not Radha's but Kunti Deva's own first born, and his news was given to him by Narada. Bhishma then told him that he did not entertain any dislike for him, but was grieved to see his increasing hatred of the Pandavas, although they gave no cause for it. Then he expressed his admiration for his all young and open-handedness and added that Karna belonged to the class of Palguna and Krishna in proves. Then he advised him to join the Pandavas as he was their brother. He concluded with the wish that is enmity with Pandava might end with his death. Question number 19. What does Karna say about his loyalty to Duryodhana? After listening to Bhishma's words, that he knew that he was Kunti Devi's son and not charioteers born. Then he expressed his disinclination to go over to the Pandavas because he had eaten Duryodhana's salt and wanted to be loyal to him and be true to his own lineage. Then he requested Bhishma to permit him to repay for Duryodhana's love for and trust in him. Finally, he apologized to him for having earned greatly in word and deed. He asked him to forgive him and give him his blessing. Question number 20. How does Lord Krishna save Arjuna from Karna's arrow? Answer. Soon after his meeting with Bhishma, Karna mounted his chariot and rode to the battlefield. The prince of the Kaurava army installed Karna as a general commander of the Kaurava's army. Karna led the Kaurava's force in the battlefield that day. Then followed a great battle. The son of Surya sent a dazzling arrow which spat fire and made for Arjuna like a serpent with its flaming double tongue. Then Krishna, Arjuna's charioteer, at the nick of time, pressed the vehicle down 5 fingers deep in the mud. So the serpent sharp just missed Partha's head but struck off his helmet. Other question answers, we'll see you tomorrow on the next videos.